this way before. Travel through the open door. Circumstances navigate the path. And life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm offbeat, I still land on my feet. And nothing can shake me. Cause I know life took a hold on. Never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. Let's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. From much expected, much is given. One to make the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let us see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm ASICs. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lacking. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going back soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your goal. Games can play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No more kids, no children leaving our tracks young. We got to be confident. I love you.
Hey, JP, JQ. Appreciate you, big homie. Thank you, KJ. KJ times 5 times. Appreciate you, big homie. Thank you. What's up, Nathan, Young World, Brother X, Damon? Love is the word. How you doing, Ma? Thanks for coming in. Andrew, Keno, Benjamin. What up? Fat Cat, thank you. S Dot in the building. Hey, Jay-Z better go take that test, see if that dude is his son. You know what I mean? That's just a tragedy, man. All this shit going on, man. What's up, Wade B? Adolfo, appreciate you. We're gonna play this trailer and jump into the show, and we rocking and rolling all day long, man. I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Yeah, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
How many? How many? They said it was at least 15. At least 15. Welcome to the show, y'all. Welcome to the show. The energy leaders here. I appreciate y'all coming in here, man. Thank you much, man, for coming in the building. And today is Monday. Today is Monday. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. So I figured I'll challenge y'all a little bit tonight. Yeah, Freeway and so smooth. Yeah. um Freeway and Rick Glazier won't be coming on tonight. I know we were expecting that, but we'll have to reschedule at some point. And that's what it is. So but I was thinking, if Terrence Crawford, Spence don't get made, and let's say hypothetically, Keith Thurman gets the fight, where does that put the black boxing fans, or Earl Spence fans, or shall we say PBC fans, or shall we say Terrence Crawford fans? Where does that put us? Do we actually have value in the market space? Or do we just lay down and be like, oh, nah, it's cool. They doing the right thing. It's better for boxing that we wait a whole nother year. Oh man. I'm just curious. I'm curious about your loving girl. I'm curious. I want to know what's on your mind. Like if we don't get this fight, that means they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn about nothing. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about the sport. All they care about is aligning their pockets. And if all they care about is aligning their pockets, why do fans always say, "Oh, we just gotta hope"? Hey, I think politics and religion done a doozy on our ability to go get something and demand something. You know, oh, I'll just hope and wait. I'll just hope and wait for another year for the Terrence Crawford Earl Spence fight. I'll tell you something right now. If Al Heyman, not Bob Arum, but if Al Heyman don't find a way to make the Terrence Crawford fight with Earl Spence, why are we fans of the sport? Why are we fans of the sport? And why are we allocating our funds? Keith Thurman don't need to be nowhere near this whole situation. He's so disrespectful to the sport of boxing. He wins a belt, he takes off 2 years. There's no injury in 2022 that I'm talking about, physical injury, like a broken bone or a torn ligament, that you should be out 2 years. There's no injury. I just saw the running back from the Los Angeles Rams. He had a torn Achilles. He was back by week 15. You know, like there's Keith Thurman. If Keith Thurman gets a belt, oh man, this would be the worst thing to happen. And this would be this will be the worst for the welterweight division. You know, it would be so bad if Keith actually gets a championship fight. Oh, he don't deserve it. There's no way Keith Thurman deserves an opportunity at a belt. There's no way he deserves an opportunity at a title eliminator. but they got to find a way to make it a 12-round fight because they have to be sanctioned. So, but he don't deserve it. I think the fans deserve um Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Now I know PBC may be leaning towards Canelo, Earl Spence, Canelo Charlo. Yeah. They may want something like that. But if we don't get our generational fight, that's our generational fight. So we gonna get it at 38 and 39 like they did Pacquiao and Floyd. Man, this is some of the worst shit ever. You know what I mean? Some of the worst shit ever. Like, imagine no Super Bowl. Imagine the Cincinnati Bengals win and the Rams win, and we get no Super Bowl. Imagine that. Imagine no Super Bowl. That's basically what Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence is. No Super Bowl. And here's the most stupidest thing ever. People gonna say, people gonna defend the PBC. People gonna defend whoever. It's sad. It's sad. It is so sad that people will pay to protect another man's business when they know they're doing wrong. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. But that's why I said there's a large percentage of black people that can't survive without white oppression. They can't survive. They can't function. They gotta blame something or somebody. Gotta blame somebody. Let's blame Bob. Shit. If I say blame Bob, I'll have so much interaction. The chat will be jumping. The calls will be calling in. Oh, yeah, Bob is a piece of this. Bob is that. When in reality, it's about the fans. It's about us. It's not about Bob, Al, Eddie, and I guess those are the three now. But it's not about them. It's about us. But we get caught up. How the hell you look? I got to do this video. How stupid did I look? How stupid do the people look now? You're supporting a man you've never heard, you've never seen. I mean, he's basically Jesus Christ. You've never heard him, you've never seen him. You don't know what religion he is. You don't know about his parents, about his upbringing. You know nothing about the man, and you support him unwaveringly. No way on earth do you do that. You know what I mean? 315, what's up?
God, champ.
What's up, man? How you been? It's been a minute. What's up?
Shit, I'm chilling. I was calling and seeing what you was on, Fred. How you been, man?
I'm good, man. I'm just trying to wake the people up.
Forever.
Just trying to wake the people up. That's all.
Word on what? What you trying to wake them up on?
I mean, that it's not about no promoter. It's about the fans. The fans are a separate entity from any promotional company. The fans should not be aligned to a promotional company. The fans should be aligned to their pockets.
But do you think that fighters like Spence would get the fights that they need without promoters?
Of course.
How?
Of course.
Don't you think Mayweather would have done that though? I don't think so, because for the simple fact I think that they'll ice you out. Well,
it depends on their contract.
Or look what happened to Teofimo.
Well, if he would have won, it wouldn't be a conversation.
It won, but that's if like these boxers.
No, I'm saying he lost. He lost. If he had won the fight, you got to win when you bet on yourself. You got to win. I believe he convoluted with Triller and it didn't work out, and so colluded, not convoluted, colluded. Excuse me. I believe he colluded with Trilla, and it didn't work out, and he lost. Trilla didn't have the money. It dropped down to Eddie Hearn. If Teofimo would have won that fight, it would. I don't know if it would have set a precedent, but I'm actually glad that in that moment he stood up to Bob Arum. I'm actually glad. Like, more fighters need to do that. More fighters need to, when you have the opportunity to do something like that, do it. I think we're too stuck on the race card as opposed to outmaneuvering them from a business mindset.
Oh no, I don't pay attention to race. That shit is all like that shit is fake to me. If you
Mhm.
if you think this shit has something to do with race, then you on some dumb shit. This shit more so got something to do with business and what generate money.
Yeah, they gonna play us. They
And
gonna
they
play
and
us.
they keep telling you these black fighters is born and shit like that.
Mhm.
So they telling you the Mexican fighters is the one that sell. They
Fact.
do come forward, but don't nobody. You can't tell me no kid when they was younger, around like 10 years old, who said they want to fight like Chavez. Motherfuckers always wanted to imitate Mayweather. Am I
Right.
wrong?
Right.
Ain't nobody want to imitate Chavez or none of them, or no Maidana. Ain't nobody want to come forward and get hit. The goal was, as a kid, you want to dodge every hit like Mayweather or Sugar Ray or someone like that. Nobody want to walk in the punches. So you tell me what's up. I mean, Mayweather at the top of the sport, so that really can't be true. It's just that I feel what you're saying on the promoter shit too, because I feel that the promoters don't promote them enough to the fans that please them best.
Mhm. Yeah, they always gonna control the sport. I think fighters should fighters should come together, man, and leverage the Ali Act, leverage their pay, uh, join hands, and sing "Kumbaya" with their money instead of singing "Kumbaya" with hope.
But you know,
The fighters can literally, and overnight, get these promoters out of the sport overnight.
of course,
If the top 10 fighters came together and said, "We taking over the sport," they could take over the sport in a heartbeat.
yo. So, I'm gonna tell you this though.
Mhm.
That I feel like Devin Haney gonna fuck himself over,
What do you mean?
and because I feel like he keeping himself. He doing the same shit TSM doing. Dead. I'm at. He keeping himself at 135 too long, chasing them fucking belts.
Mm.
When he should be chasing money, he gonna fuck around and get weight drained and get his ass beat by Cambosis. Not to say it like that, but it's just facts, right? These white people is banking on that if he do go to Australia.
You think that um
Like you said though, they banking on everybody to lose. All the top fighters, like who getting paid these large amounts of money. You
yeah.
think Eddie Hearn? You think Eddie Hearn want to keep paying Devin Haney all that money?
Well, no business wants to pay. You know what I mean? I would say 9 out of 10 businesses in this world would love to underpay their employees. I think it's just a business model. You know, very seldom do you get a business model that wants to pay fair market and be fair. You know, that's highly unlikely. So I would say Bob Arum is the same. Eddie Hearn is the same. Uh, Now currently Al Heyman is the same as it pertains to um, the money thing. I said all that to say you're right. No, Eddie Hearn don't want to consistently keep paying um, uh, Devin Haney a lump sum of cash. No.
They don't want to pay him that shit, bro. And that's what Devin Haney got to really understand. Like, you keeping yourself at this weight for nothing. Don't nobody care if you undisputed, honestly. We care about you fighting a motherfucker like Gary Russell or Javante Davis or someone like that. We don't give a fuck what belt you got.
That's his leverage, though. The belt. Uh,
That's his leverage at the end of the day. I understand that, but now it's time to go build different leverage at 140 before you get weight drained and make their wishes come true.
yeah.
You can't. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I totally get what you're saying. Hopefully, Mr.
He's too
Haney's
fucking
listening.
big. His pops. his pops didn't want to say it with Rick Glacier because his pride too high. But I know he was beating around the bush saying that we can't be at 135 too long. Even Rick Glacier know that shit. He fight Cambosis, man. It's gonna be at a time where they know he's gonna lose the belts. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, I would pick him. I would pick him to be the favorite in America. I wouldn't pick him to be the favorite in Australia. I
You
mean,
think
in
you
terms
think
of talent, I would definitely pick Devin. But
you think them you
it's
think
big.
them white men
Exactly.
bring a fight to America for Devin
It's
Haney?
it's not necessarily the white man. It's the business of boxing. It's that region. There's nothing in that region. There's nothing in the South Pacific that warrants boxing to go there. And maybe George Kambosos uh, is that guy. I don't know. I don't know what his pulse is over there. I don't know how popular he is. I know nothing about him. But
That shit gonna sell. He picked up a huge fan base being TFM.
mm, mm.
That shit gonna sell. They want to see what he do next. They
Well,
wanted to shit. They wanted to see what Isaac Cruz do next after he lost the tank.
yeah. Well, and to your point, it also depends on what Josh Taylor does, because if Devin moves up to 140, no way Bob is gonna fight him. You know, no way Bob is gonna fight Josh Taylor. That's why I tell all these fighters like the Devin Haney's and to go build your legacy, fight each other, and when you fight each other, it all works out. It
Oh
one
yeah, he can fight. Look, like you said, go to 140. Gary Antoine Russell just called you out, bro.
Yeah, they could do that fight. He can also do Gary Russell instead of chasing George Gambosis. He can
Nah,
fight
go
Gary.
fight somebody your size. Man, you done with that Gary Russell shit.
Okay, well
Gary
pick
Russell,
somebody. Pick somebody.
fight Gary Antoine Russell. He called him out, 140.
Yeah, but
Fight some.
I
He
think
ain't no buck, right?
no. I'm not
Devin
saying
Haney got
but.
a
I'm not.
tendency. Devin Haney got a tendency of calling people out who don't call him out, but don't want to face the motherfuckers who call him out.
Oh, I never thought about that.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it's
Go
all
go
about
fight
building your
Gary. Go
brand.
fight a motherfucker who calling you out at your weight class, man.
That is his weight class. Well, he's a champion at 135. That's his weight class.
Man, 140 is weight class, man.
No,
You can't
he's
miss a
at
weight like that.
135. That's his weight class. He's a
All right, we
champion.
gonna see. We gonna see. You
That's
you know deep. I know you love the kid, but
No, I'm just saying he's the champion, so that's his weight class. He's a
I
champion,
see.
so you can't say that's not your weight class.
I'm not
Everybody
taking that
is.
away from you. I'm
So
not taking that is his weight class.
eh,
You're right. That is his weight class. You're right. I can't take that away from you. But I just feel you should go to 140 before you check yourself out the spot.
mm, yeah, I don't know how much longer he has, but if he moves
Like
up to
Errol Spence.
140,
Errol Spence don't
he's
want to
just
fight
another
Crawford.
fighter. He's just
You
another
said what?
fighter. He will just be another fighter if he moves up to 140. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like his power is at 135, his leverage is at 135. So if any of them moves up to 135, oh yeah, Devin and Regis will be a good fight at 140.
And Eddie Hearn would make that fight.
No, he's with Probellum now. Damn, I don't know how that works. I don't know
Who?
how Richard
Hold
how
on. Who you with?
Probellum.
Who is that?
Um, Richard Schaefer has a UAE group out there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah, Regis Prograis would be a good fight. I'm not sure if people still interested in the Robert Easter fight, but I don't think they're gonna knock each other down. So we already saw that fight with Bartholomew. So I don't think we need to with Ranches or whichever Bartholomew brother that was. We already saw that shit. That shit was a snoozer. Uh um
That
so maybe 140. I don't know. Something like that.
shit, Mikey Garcia, bro.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia. Let me get Deacon. I
He
gotta take this
just
call.
he just fucking lost too. That's a great opponent to beat up on. He's a bum to me, if you ask me. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but all right, Fred.
Tiafimo is at 140 now with no belt. What's up, Deacon?
What's good, man? Too blessed to be stretched and highly favored. What's good with you?
It's good to see you. How you been?
One day at a time, bro.
Oh, you sick? Were you sick?
Oh, no,
Okay.
no.
Okay, well, welcome home. Welcome back. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
And I was just listening to the conversation, and
Mhm.
you know, I have a different of opinion about quite a few things.
Sure.
But yeah, just want to say to the listeners that race always matters in every equation. If we walk around and say race doesn't really matter, then you're fooling yourself. Race always matters, always in any arena. And that's a fact that we have to live with. How you handle it, that's another thing. If you want to be angry about it, or if you want to be smart about it, you want to play checkers, some play chess. Somebody who knows their position and knows that race does matter. Not so much that you have to tread lightly. No, you just know how to move around certain people. You know what I'm saying? You can still be smart. You can still be articulate. You can still be wealthy. You can still be poor. You can still be middle class, whatever the case may be. But do you know how to move in your environment? Because race does matter. Because at the end of the day, someone's always making decisions about you and where you should be inside that arena. How do you move in that space? And when it comes to Al Heyman, if I was a fighter, I'm speaking just if I was a fighter trying to weigh my options, I would look at how many people are complaining about this man. When I look at it, maybe it's more, but when I look at it, the only really outspoken person, maybe there's more, but I'm saying the only person I seen that was outspoken about Al Heyman was Gary Russell. So I don't see like a plethora of people coming out saying that this man has done them wrong. For the most part, I see all these people who are satisfied and nothing but good things to say about this man. So I would have to look at that and say, you know what? The percentage of complaining don't weigh out enough where I can say, you know what? I'm not dealing with this guy. Because I see too many people are satisfied. I would have to roll with that. If I want to be in a position where I could take care of my family and all of my hard work, I'm in the boxing game. This is paid for. If you're gonna play the game, you get paid for it. And hard work, dedication, getting hit upside the head, getting up early mornings, and running through late nights. All this stuff matters, but you get compensated for it, right? So you have to go to the best person who's going to pay you the most for your effort. Because when it's all said, because there's an expiration date on boxing, on a fighter. You can't do this forever. So what do? You weigh your options, you look and see who's the best person to fit what you're doing. Hey, this guy's going to take me to this level. Okay, I see this guy over here, he got a lot of complaints, but he promotes well. He put his guys out there. They get a lot of television time. But at the same time, I see a lot of complaining going on about this guy. It's very shiny. It looks good from afar. I can see it. It got bright lights, but it's too many people complaining. But this guy over here, I don't hardly see him. Don't hear from him. But the people who are dealing with him are very vocal about how great he is to them and their family. I have to look at that and say, I got to roll with this guy. That's how I see it, Fred.
Well, I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to digress and say your first statement about race as it pertains to chess and checkers.
Right.
We need to start playing Monopoly.
Okay.
We need to own the block. Fuck outsmarting and man, fighters don't go into a situation thinking ownership. They think how much money I'm gonna get. That ain't checkers. That ain't chess.
What did I say the last time I was on here?
I come on, Deke.
No. To your point. To your point. I said fighters are not the fighters of yesterday. These fighters today are smart. They're into real estate. These guys are smart individuals these days, and that's a great thing. So like I said, when this thing first started out, it was for poor people and people who wasn't that smart, who didn't have an education. These young men have education. They got businesses, and they're investing in themselves. They're betting on themselves. They're really playing chess for real, right? And when you look at them, you can't be nothing but proud of them. So when I say you got to know how to operate in this space, because race does matter, and that's a fact, but yet you are able to get out here and become young, rich, black millionaires or what have you, even in an environment that rejects you, but yet you're able to thrive. That's winning. That's winning. You think about who we are in this country. That's winning. So I don't get. I have to stay humble, because at the same time, because if I get erratic and all out of whack, I can't get a message across, because we can't operate like that, barking at each other and trying to disagree with each other all the time. Listen, what's some common ground there? You made it, man. Show me how to do this here. Because if I don't know how to do it, I need to get around some brothers and sisters that knows how to do it, have made it, right? Rather than me gathering up with a bunch of cats. I ain't gonna call cats no losers. But what I'm saying, if they don't have anything to offer me to help me grow out of a situation, I'm gonna be just like them, stagnant and stuck in a situation. No, there's some brothers and sisters who look just like me, who are out here winning, who are out here really winning. And you get on your platform and let us know that you're winning. We are proud of that. Because why? You look just like me. You look just like my brother. We're proud of that. Because we know that race matters in this country, bro. And matter of fact, all over the globe, race matters when it comes to people who look like us. The opposition never wants us to win. Just seeing a guy out of Africa made an invention that if these folks can have their way, they're going to take the credit and take it away from him. There's a history of this. And he's created a television that needs no cords, the electric cords or none of that, because his people, they didn't have a power grid or anything where they could plug up and you know what I'm saying, and be able to watch television and be able to keep up with the rest of the world that way. He created something for them that no one has done yet. This black man has done this. You see what I'm saying? Listen, we are special, but we have to know that we are special. That's why I'm always saying this to us, man. We're special. I love my people, bro. And that don't mean that I don't love other people. I just want us to know our value, our worth. And if we value each other, then we're slow to kill each other, but fast to heal each other. You see what I'm saying? That's the path that we have to get on. Some rejuvenation. We have to understand, man, we are truly our brother's keeper, but not if we got a gun in our hand ready to take each other out in a minute. We got to know, man, hey, if I got a plan and I've made it, I got to be able to say, you know what, let me reach back and pull some of my brothers and sisters up that don't know how to do this. And guess what? I'm not going to charge you one dime. I need you to win. It's for my heart, man. I got so much going on in my head, man. I know that, listen, as long as God keep breath in me, I don't want to talk too much. We're going to get off that. But man, my plan is to keep on loving on my people and get to a point where I can really, really really do the right thing. And I would never charge my people one dime, not for the information I go out here and gather. And if I'm winning, and I don't mean in no illegal way, we got, as long as we can win and win the right way, man, and be able to sleep good at night and don't worry about the doors being kicked off the hinges. You understand me? We got to be able to help each other, but a lot of us don't want. Once we make it, we look down on each other. We act like we're better than the next brother, the next sister. Like, damn you, nigga, if you don't make it, you know what I'm saying? I got mine, nigga, you better get yours. Come on, man, for real. We got to get out of that mindset, because only we're the only ones can heal us. Can't nobody else heal us. Can't nobody come and be our superhero. We are our own superheroes, bruh. But we got to know it. We got to show it to each other. Man, go ahead, bro. You know I get long with it.
All right. That's a good stump speech, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Like when a black man wants to rally the black people. Now it's about information and economics, and we just gonna take it strictly to boxing. Okay, the wealthiest boxer in the world that I know of is Floyd Mayweather, right? Now, information and economics, right? Carissa Shields is going to another country to earn a check. In America, what black fighter has the power to make that has made the move to put a card on, put a fight on of substance, of merit? So that sounds beautiful. Like that speech sounds beautiful and it's eloquent, well spoken, well said. But when you got black millionaire, and they still waiting on a check? No, it's about application at this point. This thing called hope that we have, I hope I get to heaven. I hope the Democratic Party win. No, it's about reality. It's about the results of something at this point. How much power does Floyd has? I would say minimum. The reason why I say minimum is because he's waiting on Showtime to give him a check. You can go to any promotional company, Shakur Stevenson. He's waiting on Oscar Valdez and ESPN and Bob Arum to make the fight. Let's go to another promotional company. Devin Haney is waiting on DAZN to give him the money, or they're waiting for DAZN to pursue George Kambosos. And so the point that you're making, it sounds good. It makes black people feel good. But at the end of the day, it's about application. It's about economics. It's about financially advancing. And then once you get the financial reward, you produce power from it. This is cyclical. You can go to any decade. 60s, Muhammad Ali. 70s, Muhammad Ali-ish. I think Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. The 80s, Mike Tyson, Sugar Ray Leonard. The 90s, Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather-ish, maybe Oscar De La Hoya and Roy Jones, right? Maybe Riddick, maybe Vander, Riddick Bowe or something like that. I don't. 2000s, Floyd, without a shadow of a doubt. 2010, Floyd, without a shadow of a doubt. And guess what? The same thing is still cyclical. We're still waiting on Bob Arum to give him a contract. We're still waiting on Frank Warren to give him a contract. We're still waiting on the Hearns to offer a contract. We're still waiting on Al Heyman to offer a contract. So everything you say sounds beautiful. But ain't no black fighter grabbing boxing by the horns and say, I'm about to control this shit. I'm about to take this shit over. That's what Barack Obama did. This is the United States of America. He didn't want the black vote. He didn't just want the black vote. He wanted the Mexican vote, the Asian vote, the white vote. This is the United States of America. I believed it. I spent a couple $1,000s. Dre and I went to the inauguration. We froze below zero, and we got 2 jackets on. We got we did all of that. I did. I went. I believed in it. But now I know. I got about this next film I'm shooting a 2-day shoot. I got 20 to 30 people I'm hiring, getting paid. No one's working for free. It's about economics. Everyone's an independent contractor. I just say everyone has their own business. They're an actor. They're grips, they're gaffers, they're lighting, whatever the case may be. Now you take that money, you take that information, economics, and you build your own. We're just sitting here just waiting and waiting. And if Floyd is a billionaire, what percentage of his billions is in charge of boxing? What power? Tank should be fighting 3 times a year. Floyd Mayweather's a billionaire. He shouldn't be waiting on Steven Espinoza. He gonna get the money right back because that's Floyd Mayweather, right? Tank should be fighting in Vegas. He should be fighting in the DMV and Atlanta, all on Floyd's dime. That's it. Floyd should be putting up the $6 million to put on the fight for Tank Davis and maybe get 12 back. So it sounds good, Deke. It sounds beautiful. It sounds beautiful, but everyone has the information, but there's no application.
Okay. Now, as it pertains to Tank having fights, what the young brother named, you had him on here on the show. Some may say he was disgruntled. God, his name just slipped my mind.
Disgruntled? Oh, yeah, Lionel Thompson.
No. He had he was with Mayweather for a long time. I didn't know that until I was listening to him on the show.
Oh, Mickey Bay.
Right. He was saying that Floyd could be a really, really great promoter, but Floyd really is not into being a promoter. He just wants the title of being a promoter, right? Mm-hmm. And I will attribute that more to him not getting Tank fights than per se a money issue or anything like that. Floyd is living his best life. If he's not on a yacht, he's on a jet somewhere. He's just living life, right? But if you're going to, he's still young too. He's not that old. And mind you, this is a man that did not live a regular childhood. And right now he's beginning to have all types of fun. He's catching up from the days he missed as a child too. It's a lot going on there. And when I watch Floyd and I listen to Floyd, Floyd is different for a reason. He's been blocked out of society as it pertains to being a regular kid growing up in this environment. He's been protected as a prodigy. From a baby to an adult, that's a long time of his life dedicated to doing this, right? So his mind is not going to think like you and I. So I say to Floyd, as a brother to a brother, put somebody in, and he said Ellaby would be good to take over. But Floyd has to want to let someone take over so that these fighters can get the fights. It's cool. You can keep the title. You the promoter. But let these men that really want to do this stuff do it, because then the young men like Tank and whoever else is under the promotion can get the fights that they need. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that, as not that there's a money problem or what have you.
There's not a money problem.
Right.
There is an application problem. I'm going to repeat. Carissa Shields. Floyd took a picture with Carissa Shields and said, think about this optics. I'm going to go over and watch you fight.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the hope business. This is hope. No, I don't need hope. Floyd, give me $2 million Bet on me one time. Bet on me for a whole year. Sign me to a 3-fight deal. And let's take over women's boxing. I'm the best. I've been the best female boxer for the past 10 years.
Right.
16, 20, about 60, at least 7 years. Carissa Shields has been the best woman female boxer in the
And
world.
that's a fact, hands down. That's a fact.
And he said, we're gonna take a picture in my gym, and I'm gonna go watch you perform on another man's platform. So Floyd Mayweather is literally giving his brand to that promoter by flying over there and supporting his event.
Let me tell you something. I look at things on a spiritual level and more so than a physical. I seen something. I never said nothing about it, but I watch people. You said something on your show. I almost cringed, right?
Okay.
And a lot of people watch your show, and Floyd being one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. And if he's not watching, his team is watching. Okay.
Sure.
You said something about Carissa Shields.
Mm-hmm.
You said that she was not pretty enough. I cringed. Oh my God. No, he didn't say that. Right? When it came to the competition that she was running, the most pretty, beautiful.
Well, she's not the top 10. What do you want me to say?
Oh, listen, I'm just giving you something, Fred. Don't chop my head off. I'm having a conversation here with you, brother.
Yeah.
Listen. Okay. And like I said, when you said that, I cringed, right?
Wow.
And in that moment, I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna tell you, I felt Floyd. Guess what happened?
You what?
It wasn't long after that, I seen him taking pictures with her at his gym. He heard you. He wanted to embrace her and let her know, damn, what Fred just said about you. I got you. But guess what? Also, contracts matter. He cannot just take her and talk about what he's going to do when she's in the contract with someone else.
He was in Brazil. He was in Brazil. Cool. I mean, I can't make an excuse for a man that's cognizant, that has 46 chromosomes and his childhood. We all had a fucked up childhood. I didn't have a father. My mom was on drugs. Right. Like we all had issues we had to overcome. Some being tougher than others, but when you're in it, you think it's the worst. So I can't make an excuse for Floyd, who has every tangible asset to be the greatest promoter in the history of the sport. He got the private jet, he got the money, he got the fame, and he has the fortune. You got it. What more do you need? And you have a pulse that's dying. I believe it's dying in the community, but you still have a pulse where you can go to the Golden Gloves. Well, I mean, at that level, Floyd still has a major pulse to these kids, and go sign these kids. You know, the Olympics ain't coming up for another 3 years. These kids ain't got to wait. Sign to Floyd Mayweather Promotions. And guess what? Be an active promoter. You signed up to be. This shit is called TMT Promotions. Be who you say you're going to be. I'm holding you to the standard that you set for yourself. You told the world that you have a promotional company. You told the world Oscar didn't even show up for you, Canelo, on your greatest moment. He didn't even show up because he was in rehab. Well, same thing can be said for Floyd. He's not showing up. He didn't show up for Rolly. He didn't show up for the other fighters, Malik Hawkins and the other guy from Brooklyn, the Haitian Olympian. He wasn't at the fight. So he's doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. Like I think we got to hold us accountable. And whatever language you want to say it, and you want to say it from a perspective of challenging a masculinity, Richardson, thank you, or coming from a place of love, it's totally your language, whatever your love language is, right? When you speak to a black man, so be it. But All I'm doing is holding people accountable to who they say they are. I'm not asking no one to be Jesus Christ. I'm not asking someone to raise my son Lincoln. All I'm saying, you say you're a promoter. Well, guess what? That's your responsibility to promote. And you say you're the manager. So you got the manager, you got Al Heyman, the manager, Floyd, the promoter. That's over $2 billion. What are we waiting for? Why are we waiting for Fox? Fred ain't waiting for. See, that's the see. I think I'm a little bit different because I don't wait. I don't wait for. I put up my own money for my movies. I don't wait for. I don't go and have meetings and beg for money. I don't. I just save. I cut here. I cut there, and I once a year for the rest of my life, I'll be able to do a movie. You know, and I think when we looking at the realities of this, everybody got chains, but nobody got the power. Everybody got a Ferrari, but don't have the power. Everybody got the most beautiful girl and don't have the power. This is cyclical, man. This is cyclical. It's in 10 years, Deacon, you're gonna come on. We're gonna be 10 years older. My gray gonna be a little bit more beard and a little bit more gray, and guess what? You're gonna be having the same conversation. And except it's gonna be someone named Williams or Frazier or McAfee or I don't know, but I think we got to stop waiting. We can make a move. Al Heyman had $1 billion in cash, in fluid cash, to step away from this system and create his own. Now he's stuck in the same system waiting on Canelo. How the hell you got 200 fighters waiting on Canelo? It don't make sense.
I believe that brother's way more smarter than that. I think
hell
whatever.
Yeah, he's smart. He took the hedge fund money. He's smart as hell. Yeah.
Listen, I think that every move with this brother is a calculated step. He just don't make crash dummy moves like that. You feel me? I believe whatever he's doing.
Have you ever heard him talk about his business plan?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
I've watched, like I said, and I've listened to Floyd. I've listened to people he's touched and changed their lives. I don't have to see him, sit down with him. I'm looking at the lives he's affecting, right?
Yeah.
And I also see people who I've seen them talk, I've seen them do this and that, but I have not seen them change people's lives. I have not seen people come out and have testimonials about what this man has done. But I can say that about Al Heyman. I don't care if I don't never see him. He's changing black men's lives. He's changing the lives of Hispanic people. He's changing the life. You know what I'm saying? This man is really doing things.
That's every promoter, though.
That's cool.
That's every promoter.
If that's true, if that's true,
yes,
the same credit that you would give a Bob, give it to Al, because they are in the same game doing the same things. They do the same. If one is wrong,
now you making shit up. Now you making
come on, man. What did I say, brother?
That's the whole premise of my argument. That's the whole premise of my argument.
Tell me what I made up now. Coming on, there you go again.
They all the same. You know why I use Al Heyman's voice? Because y'all gonna listen. You know why I don't use a white man's voice? Because y'all gonna blame racism.
You know what? Listen, I'm gonna give you something. Let me give you something. Let me give you something real quick now. See, I'll finish. See, remember what I said earlier, that I don't want to get erratic and all this stuff, because then my message won't come across, because people will think we're arguing. No. I don't have to do all that. I can be calmly. I can speak calmly. I can just get my message across. But I just said something to you, really calm. I didn't say nothing that would be, I would think that would be disrespectful towards you. I just said Give Al Heyman respect. You just went belligerent on me. What the hell is that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. I can be as emotional as I like or as strong as I like. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I mean, why? When I just said something simple like that, brother, I didn't say nothing disrespectful to you, brother.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying,
I mean, when you just said that I'm making shit up. I mean, come on, what's all that?
You are because I say all the time. All the time. I started the first thing I said on the show was, guess what? The fans are a separate entity from the promoters. I started the show like that. They're all in this together. They're all in this together. See, this is why when black people talk, they always go to that. They got to separate the black and the white. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
This is a tactic. This is a tactic. They separate the black and the white, and they make the audience and the people got to choose the black and the white. And then you've already established that. You're saying the same thing, repetitive. The same Trump black speech. No. It's about economics and application.
Wow, really?
Economics and application. Do you understand economics and application? Floyd got to apply. You can't just use Carissa for a photo op and fly to her fight. No, and you sign her enemy. You signed Savannah Marshall, and she left. The guy that fought the main event from Top Rank was signed to Floyd. He left. Now he's with Top Rank. And if you sign with Floyd, you sign with Al. If you with Al, you with me. You understand what I'm saying? So the point I'm making is we falling for the same old game. Give the black man the credit. Al Heyman's in the same. How many times do I gotta say this? I use Floyd because y'all are emotionally tied to his money. You're emotionally tied to his
oh my God.
Yes.
Go ahead.
You defended a man you defended him, said, oh, he had a bad childhood. Oh, maybe he wasn't this. Maybe he wasn't that. The man is the same age as me.
The man is a human. He's a human being.
Oh my
He's
God.
a human being with human emotions. He breathes, he bleeds. He's a human being with emotions, just like you. He's a human that deserves respect, just like you. Just like you. I don't shit on no man, because at the end of the day, when you learn to get out here and disrespect people, people are going to disrespect you right back. I don't care how young a person is, how old a person is, what the condition is, I'm going to respect you, bro. I was raised like that. If you respect a dog, you better respect you better respect a man. So when you put us all and lump everybody in one group and say this is collectively how we feel, you always say that, Fred. You say y'all feel, y'all this. You can't do that. Everybody has their own way of thinking and feeling about certain things. I would never say because Fred feels a certain way, I'm gonna lump everybody else in that basket and say this is how everybody feels. Not gonna do that. And every man deserves to have his own or her own opinion, whether I agree with it or not. I don't have to agree with it, but I'm not going to be belligerent and try to bash someone because they have an opinion. That's being disrespectful. And that's, if I'm doing that, then what that say about my upbringing? If I can't control myself when a man is speaking to me about his own opinion, I got to be able to show some type of decorum. Why would I flip out on somebody that has his own opinion, whether I agree with him or not? I think that's what when I say we are the ones who are doing certain things like that. Not everybody. You know who the we are. You know who you are. If you have these type of emotions where you can't control it, when people say certain things, you just snap, rather being able to talk to somebody back and forth without doing that, without disrespecting each other. Because like I say, no matter what we say, people are listening to us and they think this is how we behave. That's why I try my best to keep myself in check no matter what my emotions are. I got to be able to check myself first. I can't never check you if I can't check myself. That means if I can't check myself, I'm out here moving with no brakes. Somebody gonna check me sooner or later. If I'm out here moving with no brakes, trust me, that means that's a trained behavior. Then I'm gonna run across somebody one day without them brakes and get my dome checked because I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to move around people. I ain't got no brakes. I don't move like that, man. I respect everybody. Everybody. I don't care who you are. I'm going to respect you until you put me in a position where I got to, hey, man, no, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. But all I'm saying, bro, if a person is a fighter and they see that Al Haymon is got fighters winning more than losing, if the percentage of losers is very, very, very low, why not rock with the man? When you got more people are happy with him. And if that's the same case with Bob Arum, roll with him. If that's the same case with Lou DiBella or whoever, roll with him. Whatever fits you. It's your life. I can't make decisions for you. And I heard one brother was saying about Devin Haney should do it. No, Devin Haney and his father, they are a great team. They know the moves they need to make. That man is very disciplined. He always making weight. Listen, whatever it takes for them to win, they winning, bro. Them folks winning. Who are we to tell this man how to move? That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just a fan. All I want to do is see the fights when they come on. I don't care what they making. I don't have to be. I'm not their boss. I can't hire them. I can't fire them. But I can enjoy the fights or not. It's my choice as a human to turn it on or turn it off. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna get too caught up into what's going on behind the scenes with them folks' lives, man. That's not my business. And I would be dead wrong to come on social media telling them folks how to move, and then get to talking ish about how they moving. When I'm probably somewhere sitting on a damn couch, I ain't got a window to listen. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a window that the mother sucking to look out of. I ain't got a bucket to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. But I'm gonna tell you how to move. Come on, man. If anything, try to figure out how this person winning and try to duplicate some of that stuff. That should be the mindset. Not bossing from the couch.
Can I get to the next?
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Hey, man, peace out, man. God bless. Shout out to, let me do a shout out real quick to my boy, Flat Out TV, Reggie on DB, and all them good brothers. Peace. Yes, sir.
Appreciate you. Got to support a Deacon speaking facts. Fred being emo. President y'all for the same way they've been telling Bud who to sign for. Deacon. Let me make this correct. The same way they've been telling Bud who to sign for. Deacon. Yeah. Oh man, I just think that it's just really simple. I don't want to get into the emotional and about it. I just want to talk the business of boxing. Carissa Shield is fighting on Boxer. Floyd didn't sign her. Al Haymon didn't sign her. You mad at me because I said she didn't make the top 10, but you're not mad at them for not signing her. Put things in perspective. Tim Smith comes out and did the same. See, this is what I don't, because everything has everything. We see everything. I'm talking to everybody. I don't give a fuck. We see everything through colored lenses. Bob Arum said he can't even buy I could have bought a house in Beverly Hills. I did a whole show on it. I challenged Bob in the interview. Challenge him. Don't you think that's a little disrespectful, Bob, to compare one of your fighters to a house? I think it was disrespectful. I said it in the interview. Go check the facts. He wouldn't talk to me like he would talk to Mike Coppinger. We've already had that episode. It ain't happening. But then Tim Smith comes out and says, no, Tim Smith said, who Al Heyman told him to say it on a PBC podcast. Oh, Chance Crawford can't sell. He ain't worth it. We can't sell no pay-per-views. Isn't that exactly what Bob Arum did? We see everything through colored lenses. Think about it from a move standpoint, not from an emotional standpoint. Like, what's the next move? What is the next move? We just sit and say, oh yeah, he's racist, she's racist, that's why we can't win together. No, but they just paid you $3 million. If someone paid me $3 million, I'm never going back. Never, ever. You will never be able to sign Frederick again. Never. They sit and wait for another $3 million check. Floyd got $1 billion and he's flying over to another country to go watch Carissa Shields fight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Or am I off? So it's okay for your son or daughter, for your neighbors to take your son and daughter to Magic Mountain every year. For 18 years, you're gonna let your neighbor take your kids to Magic Mountain. Every year, you're gonna let your neighbor take your kids to Disney World. I'm not making sense. I'm not making sense at all. I'm not making sense at all. Al Heyman didn't sign Carissa Shields, but you mad at me for saying, oh, she's not. I didn't say she wasn't. I said she don't make the top 10. I didn't call her ugly. But you not mad at the two black men that didn't sign her. You not mad at the two black men that didn't sign her. You got to make this shit make sense. That's an emotional tactic. You didn't call her beautiful. That's an emotional conversation. I want to deal with what is the next move. Application. We have too many talking points. Anyhow, what's up? I'm sorry you had to wait that long. What's up, man?
Fred cooking tonight, man.
Yeah.
Fred, you own it, and I ain't even mad at you. You know what I'm saying? If you hear any background noise, I had to step out for a second, but man, it's crazy because everything you talking about, I don't agree with everything. Well, I'm not even sure I'm not sure I disagree, actually. The things you saying right now are absolutely facts. I was literally, and I'm gonna pull it up right now. The previous caller, you know what I'm saying? I'm listening and just taking notes on what was being said. And so these are some of the points I came up with. I just want you to hear me out. Tell me what you think about them. So one of the first things was Floyd Promotions not pushing his own fighters, right? Floyd is about to go fight on an airlift or a hang lift or some shit in Dubai or somewhere, the Emirates, somewhere over there, right?
Right.
Who is he bringing with him? Who's on his undercard? Just think about, you have a Tank Davis on his undercard. Floyd gonna always be the star. We got that, and that's what he want. But think about, you have a Tank Davis fight on that undercard. I don't know what Tank's situation is because of his hand. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying. All I'm saying is think about that. Think about, you have a Clarissa Shields.
We lost your voice. Oh, we lost you. The point of this show is I know how I know I can't have a conversation with people who always see when people say black people should be able to do it because the white man can do it, or Fred, you hate on Al Heyman but you love Bob Arum. You're not ready to just do fuck everybody. It's about application. I got $1 million. I'm going to bet on myself and go get my opponent. I don't care about what Bob Arum does, what in my real life. This is my real life. I don't care what Al Heyman does. So I don't care what YouTube A does and YouTube C. I'm YouTube B. I don't care. I have no care in the world about that. Zero. Fred is gonna go straight and do what he wants to do. And that's the way I believe fighters have to do it. If you pay me $5 million and I know my opponent, that my next opponent made $5 million, and you have an accountant on your side, you ain't got to pay your taxes back for 3 years. You could put on the fight. You can instead of Shakur Stevenson signing the Top Rank, he could sign to Black Fighter Williams and sign with him. The reason why these fighters keep signing to Bob Arum, who's been in business since 1966, is because he's running a business. It's simple. It's not about emotions. It's not about because Bob Arum's white. The man is running a business. And when you run a business, guess what? You get results. When you run a successful, consistent business, you get the results that you desire. I don't know nothing about but whenever a conversation goes from, if we're talking about him, but you're not talking about Bob, you can't even we can't even have a conversation. We can't have a conversation because you're thinking racism, black versus white. The fact of the matter is, you're talking about 2 billionaires in liquid, not in assets, in liquid cash, y'all. At one point or another, they had $2 billion in liquid cash, close to $2 billion. Think about this. They're business partners, right? You talk to Floyd, you talk to Al. You talk to Al, you talk to Floyd. $2 billion over, let's say 1.5 in liquid cash. Do you understand that? If you show the bank $1.5 billion in liquid cash, you know how much credit you can get with $1.5 billion? And you go right back to the system. It's like old fighters or like old entertainers, right? When entertainers get old, you know what they say? Man, the music business is effed up, man. You don't own your masters. You don't own this. When fighters retire, oh, Bob Arum, man, Don King, Butch Lewis, the Duvas, they all crooks. When they get old, that's what they say. But when you're in your prime, fighter, when prime fighter A, prime fighter B, prime fighter C, prime fighter D, prime fighter E don't get together and form a group, then Bob Arum stays in business. And let me tell you something. You guys gonna say Bob Arum runs a terrible business, UFC runs a terrible business. Guess what? They don't have a shortage on talent. So the point I'm making is the fighters are complicit. The fighters are thankful on some level. They not out here. Tell me a fighter that complains and then signs the contract. Bob Arum is cheap. He's a racist, right? Those are talking points. They still sign the contract. Shakur Stevenson is basically pleading with Oscar Valdez on the line to sign the contract. Eddie Hearn's dad said, back then we had slave contracts. Devin Haney, Dillian White, Andrade, Connor Ben, they're still signing the contracts. So all these talking points that y'all come up with is irrelevant because the fighters are signing to fight. How the hell are you going to defend Nagano that made $600,000? That man signed the contract. If he didn't want to make $600,000, post a contract on the internet and say, pay me what you weigh. No, they don't want to do that, man. They don't want to make the sacrifice. It takes sacrifice to do this, man. This is real life, man. This ain't the Hope Trump speech. This ain't the Black Trump speech. Oh, I'm sorry. The phone lines aren't up. My apologies. That's why I'm doing too much talking. It's about monopoly. They already playing chess and checkers. They already know Devin Haney is thinking, not Devin Haney. They already know Tank Davis is thinking about buying a new chain. So Tank, if I give you this $500,000 bonus, I mean, not bonus, if I advance you $500,000 and you sign this 4-fight deal, you can go buy that Rolls Royce. Oh man, all he's thinking about is, man, I can get that new chain. I can stun on the niggas in Baltimore. That's what he's thinking. And guess what he does? He go buys the nigga chain. He goes buy the nigga car. He goes to the club and makes it rain and fucks all the beautiful women. But he did it for the $500,000. He did that for $500,000. Now they own him for the next 2 or 3 years. What's up, 910?
Big Fred, what's going on, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. What you got?
Hey, man, I just want to say this, man. Number one, man, just keep preaching this, man, just on this being just financially free. I think that's where a lot of people just get a little sensitive at, man, especially when niggas hear the word y'all, right? Like, you ever, like, man, been somewhere like a club or something, and it could be like 10 of us in a group, and somebody just yell, hey, man, I beat y'all ass. And everybody look around like, hold on, nigga, he just said y'all. Like, nigga, who is he talking to? So when you say that word y'all, like, hey, man, y'all are so attached to Floyd's money. You know what I mean? It's just some people, it just, you know what I mean? It's just like a spit that hit him in the chest. Like, hold on, bro. Like, he's talking to me. When it's like, well, hey, man, if you got attached to Floyd money, why are you being sensitive about it? Because he's telling the truth. Especially when it's like, again, like, he came out with this persona. So, you know what I mean? He started promoting his money. When he started promoting his money, then of course, that's when everybody just started paying more attention to him. But and then real quick, man, I'm about to get out of the way, but I want to say this as well. Man, Canelo has held the PBC hostage. And when I say he's holding them hostage, an example of this, man, like, matter of fact, Fred, do you have a favorite car?
My Tesla right now.
So, all right, boom. So let's just say if you didn't own your Tesla, let's just say you're not in the financial space to afford that Tesla right now, but that's your goal. Mm-hmm. So you go to a job every day that's physically demanding of you. You know what I mean? You come home, head hurt, body broke down. You work for a boss that you really don't like. But you know what? He said, hey, man, just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get that Tesla. And you know what? You come to work one day and he said, hey, yo, Fred, I got that Tesla for you. You'd be excited, right? And he give you the keys. And as soon as you open your car door, Canelo in the front seat with his feet kicked up and said, "Hey man, don't drive too fast." Right, that's really what's going on at PBC. But again, like these guys, like at the beginning, I guess these guys just made so much money. It's just like, all right, cool. So you saying I can get this Mercedes, but I just gotta share it with Canelo? Man, go on, give me them keys. Just go on, give me the keys, bro. Like really, like he's holding not just this whole company hostage, and nobody's stepping the aisle about it. That's the saddest thing. Is just like, yo, bro, like you want to get in a fight once a year.
Are you on?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, man. You get your 2 million, 3 million, whatever, bro. But that's it. But man, that's my call, fellas, man. Appreciate y'all for it, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Oh, all the time. What's up, champ?
What's going on, brother?
I'm champ. What's up, Kyle?
Brother, how you doing, man? All right, man. Hey, I got a video coming to you. You should have it by
I know you're looking at your daughter. Hey,
yeah,
when are you cooking? When are you cooking?
You know, no, because she's my editor. And when you got somebody working for you for free, you gotta
Oh, that. You're right. Well,
you know, they got you hostage, you know.
We can't wait. We literally can't wait for part 2, man. We literally can't
Wednesday, baby.
Can't wait.
So
hopefully, I'm excited.
Hopefully you have it done by Wednesday, man.
Okay.
No music. I enjoy that shit.
No music.
I use your music.
Oh, you use as much as you want.
I use your. But I thought as long as you say we don't own the rights to this music, that you can't get.
Nah.
Because I've watched YouTube channels. They play people a whole song.
Really?
And they don't get a strike.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, I use your music, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Man, tonight. What happened to the bullshit artist?
He said, I'll read his statement. I didn't know what he said. I read it on Sarah's.
Because what does Ricky Ricardo say? Lucy, you got some splaining to do. I knew.
Oh, it is the 31st.
You couldn't wait to be man, huh?
I knew after she came on here, his bullshit ass wasn't gonna come back.
Sarah. Where's Sarah at? I'll find it. Yeah, Sarah said, okay, this is Rick Glazier's Facebook account. He said, this is canceled on the advice of our attorneys. I apologize for any inconvenience.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah responded, this is how you shut shit the fuck down.
Yeah.
You teach people how to treat you. Remember that. So they'll be back at some point they'll be back and the floor will be yours.
Yeah. Because I wanted to ask Ross, man, why would he connect with that motherfucker of all people, you know? His own boy, what's his name? Kid Austin, his dad, had said that what's his name did some snake shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, so why would you connect with that cat, man? Unless you want to get your name dirty. That's the only thing I can think of. But this is a good conversation tonight, man. Salute to my brother Deacon 305.
Sure.
I agree with some of the things that he was saying, and I understand what he's saying. But I definitely agree with a lot of what you're saying. And remember the night that we had a conversation? You were wearing the Negro League jersey.
Yeah.
And I was talking to
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a little while ago. Yeah. I was talking to Haney about ownership and us doing our own thing. And I was telling him, I said, man, if Tariq can get $1 million in 30 days.
Days,
You
dog.
know what I'm saying? Why can't we do that? You know, as fans, put our own events together. You know what I'm saying? These boxers put their money together and do our own shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can do our own shit, man. We don't have to be like you said, waiting on them.
Mm-hmm.
You know why? Because nobody thinks that it's enough for everybody.
Say it
Everybody's
again,
like,
bro.
nah, I need mine.
I see what you're saying. That's
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
That's it.
That's what it comes down to,
That's
man.
it.
Everybody, they want it all.
Yeah,
Nobody want to share
yeah.
the shit.
Nobody.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Yeah,
we spoiled, Champion Hart. With
yeah,
Fred, we spoiled. We've been spoiled to think that everybody gonna open up they world to us like that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Everybody is like, most people, they like, I need all this shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the community. I'm gonna get this money on my own. I don't, you know what I mean? So that's the problem that we have. You know, everybody, they don't think it's enough for everybody. But if I eat, we all eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the motto.
Exactly. And that's how it should be. You know, so a cat that I know, man, we were good friends, and he started his own business, and there were some things that he's done, you know, and I asked him about these things. I found out about some of the things he done and why he was able to get his business established, you know. And I'm like, brother, when I talk to you, why wouldn't you share, you know, those things with me? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to do. You know, and what you're saying is absolutely right, Kyle. You know, and Fred, you know, I've been trying to get set up with the dually and
Mm-hmm.
do my own thing, and I actually, you know, and what Deacon was saying, I kind of related to no, well, he was saying, well, you know, if he's not hearing, you know, so much complaining about a certain individual, he's gonna roll with this individual because, you know, it's less complaining with this individual as opposed to more complaining with this individual. And
Mm-hmm.
the way I related that to that was, you know, these different trucking companies, you know, okay, this company's treating their drivers this way, so you know that no position with these companies is going to be bullshit proof. It's just
Right.
how much bullshit you're going to deal with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I related it to that. These companies ain't going to never pay you what you're worth. So, you know, I linked up with, with this brother who I thought would put me in a position, you know what I'm saying, to where I could do my own thing, because, you know, he had the truck, the trailer, but he doesn't have the license. He doesn't know how to drive. So I said, look, man, I got that. You know what I'm saying? I said, you know, I'll drive for you. Put me in a position to do my own thing. You know? And at first it started out cool. Then the disrespect started. You know what I'm saying? Then he started being, you know, secretive, like he was James Bond about the lows and all this. I said, look, man, I need to know what these lows are paying. I need to know how they're being dispatched. I said, because if I'm gonna be doing my own thing, this is information that I need. You know what I'm saying? But he was being all secretive, like you're saying, Kyle, keeping it to himself, you know. And when he began to become more and more disrespectful, I said, okay, I'm gonna have to leave you alone, because you're gonna make me put my hands on you. You know, and what ended up happening was there was a load that I told him I wasn't going to do. And basically, it was like, you're going to do it regardless. You're going to do what I tell you to do, type shit. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to act like it was a new load when it was the original load that I told him I wasn't going to do. And it got crazy. It got real crazy. And he got all tough on the phone. I said, look, man, you know I still got your truck. I said, so when I bring your truck back to you, I want you to still have that same energy. You know, so I had to leave that cat alone, man, and you know, I had to kind of redo some things, and you start driving for these other companies. So, you know, it's been a struggle, you know, trying to get position into doing my own shit, because, you know, I'm at the point, man, where I'm just tired of driving for these companies. I got to start driving for myself. But you're absolutely right with the ownership, Fred. I want to bring this up real quick, man. Remember when I was talking about Black Sands, this is black owned comic book.
Yeah.
Okay. If you, I don't know if you watched Shark Tank, but these brothers just inked the deal with what's the brother on Shark Tank?
Damon John.
Damon John. They just inked a deal with Damon John. 30% ownership for $500,000. So, you know what I'm saying? These brothers, they getting ready to blow up, man, with their comic books, man. So, you know, let's support these brothers. You know, you got kids, man. The artwork in here is incredible, man, and it's you
Black
know,
fans.
yeah, man, it's on point, man. So let's definitely, you know, support these brothers, man. You know, I'm a comic book freak. I grew up on
Yeah.
comic book. I'm a comic book geek. You know what I'm
So,
saying? But you know, this is
congratulations to them.
a perfect example of ownership. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with what you're saying, Fred.
Yeah, ownership. I think at the end of the day, that's the key. And a thought just came back to me. And feel free to respond tomorrow, Deacon. It was with Kevin Hart. He said, was it with Kevin Hart?
I don't know.
I think he's talking to you about Black Sands. Was it with Kevin Hart?
Oh, yes, right. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sure
Yeah,
was. My
Kevin
bad.
Hart.
My
Okay.
bad. Yeah,
Okay,
sure
great.
was with Kevin Hart. Sure was. My bad. Yeah.
And Deacon, feel free to respond to this tomorrow. He's the point I want to make is Terrence Crawford. We reamed Bob Arum for
Plug that for me.
comparing him to a house, right? But Terrence Crawford is currently a free agent.
But you know what? He doesn't move like he's a free agent.
No. But from a business standpoint, he's a free agent.
Okay.
And PBC won't offer him a fight, sign him, or do anything, make a move with him.
Right.
So if they not doing that, and Bob Arum was paying this man $4 million a fight, regardless of what, it's about the results of it. We're into the emotions of the journey. The results of it is a race, quote unquote, racist white man was paying him $4 million a fight, which is, I would say, market value based off of Terrence Crawford, Earl Spence. It's somewhere in that realm, like 4 to 6, 4 to 7, right? It's in there. I think. I don't know. I'm guesstimating. And he's currently a free agent. And Al Heyman went and reduced his value the same way Bob did. You get what I'm saying? So when we see it from a realistic standpoint and not a talking point perspective, then you get the truth. It's like the it's like the January 6th event. January 6th. Black people got mad, white people was able to storm the Capitol. You didn't see it from the perspective of maybe one, we should have did it, and two, thank you. Like from run it over, take it over, start over, like power to the people. That's I don't understand the perspective. Like, how come they get to get? No, we want them to go overthrow the government. That's what we want. And we're complaining because we didn't do it. Right. We're satisfied with a George Floyd statue in New Jersey. He's a hero. George Floyd is not a hero. He is a launching pad. George Floyd is not a hero to me. I'm sad the man died, and how he died. That was one of the great. I shouldn't say greatest visuals because it sounds like I'm celebrating it, but it's one of the more important, like Rodney King. King, when I was a little kid, it's one of the more visual and most telling story of what it's really like and how we've been minimized as human beings, right? Black men, right? But he's not a hero. He's the launching pad. And I feel bad. They got the $28 million. I don't equate that to one life at all.
Exactly.
But they took the $28 million.
Right. And I was getting ready to book that up.
Without thinking about America, without thinking about every other black person in America. Right. We helped you get the $28 million, but you didn't say, no, we need to make sure qualified immunity is gone, that these police officers, when they kill anybody, they be tried as a civilian. Try them as a civilian. Like, I don't feel sorry for these motherfuckers. Burn in hell. I'm not a remorseful type person. I think when someone throws a rock at you, you throw 3 bricks at them. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my mindset. And that's the same way I feel about these police officers. And I think we got these narratives. I think we got these narratives. These narratives, like we're conditioned to believe these narratives. Like, we're conditioned to believe hip hop is culture. Hip hop ain't culture.
Not culture.
Raping and gang banging and pimping and what else? Selling drugs. That's not culture.
Not culture.
That's destruction.
Right.
And we're afraid to have these conversations because it's our neighbor, because it's our cousin, because it's my brother, my sister. We're afraid to have these conversations. You know, so I think we got to get back to that. We got to get back to just the not the emotion and the hope of the conversation, but the realities of the conversation. You know, so I think when we look at the realities of it, PBC's not paying Terrence. The results of it, Terrence Crawford became a very wealthy man with the contract he had with Top Rank. It was more than Terrence Crawford's gonna get paid in his next fight. Terrence Crawford, I mean, Keith Thurman be lucky to make $2 million in this fight. Ain't no one buying this fight. Well, other welterweight
watching it.
Yeah.
Sean Porter made a career high payday on Top Rank, $4 million. Put the realities in the perspective of what it is, not what we hope for. And I'm not defending, I just deal with the real numbers. So Carissa Shield is going over to go fight on Boxer, I think it is, and we got to pay for it. And Floyd is going to fly over there and support her. And Floyd is going to give his brand to Boxer.com. And instead, Carissa Shield should be fighting in Vegas in a small casino. She should be fighting at the Cosmopolitan. Was it 1,500 people there? 2,000? Sell the joint out. You know what I mean? Put some Vegas fighters on the card. She should be selling out Vegas by now. She should be an attraction by now. But no, she's not. Let's deal with the realities of this situation as opposed to dealing with the emotions of the situation. But we're going to vote for Biden again. That's what we're going to do.
Man, you said something tonight that, was key, that, we, at the end of the day, these guys are still signing the contracts.
Yes. Regardless of.
And they're not recognizing. I think, Kyle, you had a young brother who's an Olympian, and I was talking to him about ownership and doing his own thing. And at the end of the conversation,
and get control of your dog, Champion Heart.
That's my daughter's crazy dog.
That's the chef's dog. That's the chef.
Yeah. At the end of the conversation, he still was going to sign with Bob Arum.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing his own thing.
It just depends on the person, though, as it pertains to signing and not signing. We got to understand. We can't really lump everybody in to being a hustler. We can't put everybody into the same mode. You know what I'm saying? Of being a businessman. Everybody not built for that. Somebody got to be a worker.
I get it.
You feel me?
Right. Yeah,
everybody don't have that ambition to be an entrepreneur. Right. It just ain't in some people. So what I say is, if you can do it, do it. If not, get a team together and work around it. You know what I'm saying? Because really, to be honest with you, certain people don't have the personalities to do it. Some people have the personalities to push themselves and sell themselves and put themselves over the top. You know what I'm saying? Troy is a quiet guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard for him to go everywhere talking and all that shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He do it, but it's hard. You know what I'm saying? Like Keyshawn Davis, he's one of them guys that could do it. He got the bravado. He got the personality for it. He got the drive for it. He got the hunger for it. Certain people just they don't want to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to pay the cost. Certain people don't want to pay that cost. You know what I mean? I would love for more fighters to pay that cost though, and be independent. But everybody can't be Devin Haney. Everybody don't have that personality. Everybody don't have that flashiness. Because at the end of the day, you do have to be flashy. You know what I'm saying? As bad as it sounds, that's what they want from niggas. If you're not a flashy guy, they want to hate you. They don't want to love you. Look at Andre Ward. Andre Ward was the least flashy nigga we knew. They didn't give a fuck about Andre Ward. Floyd Mayweather got 10 chains. He sell out every fucking thing. That's what they want. So, you know, it's gotta fit your personality. That's what we gotta get. That's what we gotta get it. Get it at. Now listen, I say this though. If Fred, he got that personality to be to own a promotion company, right? It's my job and your job to sign with him to build that company up. You get what I'm saying? To ascend. But if I feel like that ain't my strong suit, I'm gonna help him get to where I know he can go, and I'm gonna eat because we all finna eat together. So that's what we gotta do. See, Negro Leagues was the best thing going, where everybody was like, "Oh well, shit, I want to go get with the white guy and see what kind of money I can get over here." Instead of saying, "All right, well, let's keep building this shit up, and we'll take peanuts now."
Doing fine until they started pulling the until what's his brother Jackie Robinson went over there and signed, and that was really just to tear down the Negro Leagues because it was flourishing.
And the crazy part is you left and went to go hang out with some niggas to call you a nigger.
Right.
You know what I mean? You went to just go get cussed out, mistreated, the whole shit just to play with these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
When the best talent was was in the Negro Leagues. Because from what I hear, they had white folks just going to them games and everything. They said everybody was going to them damn games.
Everybody was going to them
games. And the thing about it is, we want to be at the top. We don't ever want to just take this shit and move along slowly and then get somewhere. We want to get in the microwave. We want to get in the air fryer. We don't want to we don't want to get in that oven and cook no more. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to bake like some chicken. We want to get right to it. And that's the problem. We want to get right to it. And everybody don't have the personality to stick with some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I tell you what, it was this cat. He used to sell tickets, like he used to do the scalp with the tickets and shit, right? And I asked that motherfucker. I said, "Yo, man, how you do this shit, man? How you get on?" I'm a kid, so I'm young, right? I'm a young dude. You know what I mean? You know what that motherfucker had the nerve to tell me, dog? And this is why we so fucked up right now. Motherfucker gonna tell me the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Yeah, see? That's
you
that
dirty
bullshit.
motherfucker. You dirty old motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. There lies the problem, man.
Yeah, that's the problem.
The nigga gonna tell me the game is to be sold, not to be told.
Yeah.
I just walked off on him. Just fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the information highway is so important. You know, it's and it's I think we have an attachment to believing the narrative that where we get the money from is more important than the village. You know, people always want to go back to that source. Oh man, I can go to white promoter and get this and keep on getting it. And if I bring these people with me, they don't know how to act. So I'm not going to bring them with me. But it's the information. If we have the information,
it's information. Yeah.
Oh, it's so important. It's so important, man. But the information is NBA YoungBoy. The information is Meek Mills, Drake. That's how people were getting their information, you know. And now it's in order to get the most beautiful girl, you got to have $5 million. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Man, they buying all these bitches' bodies, man.
You know, so I think that it's just important that we continue to keep on giving this information. And the sad part is, here's what Ed just to put a bow on this, I got to meet with my writing coach again at 9:30, 9:40 to be exact. Is
That's good. I get to get on early.
is that we mentally compare our successes. Pro-Black people compare their successes to white people. I'll prove it to you.
Always.
I'll prove it to you. Balenciaga, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Adam Silver. Who's the with the NFL? Whoever
Roger
he is.
Goodell.
Roger Goodell. These are the goals. I want to get signed. A fighter want to get signed. No, I mean, I would move to San Diego if I had a fighter. If I was a fighter, excuse me, I would move to San Diego, have camp in San Diego. Maybe I go befriend Canelo. You know, use his gym for free, and go to Mexico every 3 weeks. You know, and fight. You know, so I think that's the realities of it, man. And I think it's very important that we be the spook by the door. And everything that I had to give, and I can say this, and I'm gonna use their names purposely. Everything that I had to give when I was in media, I gave it. Whether it was Blue Blood, Champ Side, Barack from and the list goes on and on. Whatever I had to give, I gave it. In order to help. You needed a phone number. I didn't give a fuck. I don't care if your name is Steven Espinoza. I don't care if your name is Floyd Mayweather. I don't care if your name is Al Heyman. If I had your phone number, and let's use Blue Blood, right? If Blue Blood wanted a number, take it. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Take the number. Do what you do with it. You know what I mean? Shit. So. And I'm proud to say, I'm very proud to say, I saw a fighter on Showtime. I'm not going to release his name because he may use it again. I saw a fighter on Showtime. And the reason why that fighter is on Showtime is because of my relationship with Steven Espinoza. I'll tell you at some point down the line. I'm proud of that. That's what we do. We got to be spooked by the door. I never cared how they perceive me. Never cared. Not one bit. Not one bit. I never cared how Bob Arum received me. PBC received me. Eddie Hearn offered me a job, y'all. Eddie Hearn offered me a job. It was me and Marielle. My box. It may be on camera. I don't know if my cameras are on. The man offered me a job. He says, nobody likes you. You should come work with me. I get you. I get you. I'm not working for you. I'm cool. No, just let me do this interview real quick. Man offered me a job. No lie. Right hand of God.
And you know what's crazy, Fred? You two are more alike than y'all are different.
Oh, Eddie Hearn and I?
Mm-hmm.
From a perspective of being an agitator, yeah. You know, and rupturing the market space, you know what I mean? Leveraging your voice when you don't have all the money financially, the power financially, yeah.
But the people y'all fuck with, y'all fuck with heavy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the people y'all fuck with heavy.
I don't know
Like,
what that means.
huh?
I don't know what that means.
Like, say what you want about the nigga Eddie Hearn. He pay niggas. He figure out a way to get a nigga a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he fuck with you, I don't know his relationship with Demetrius Andrade, but everybody else seems to get fights and get money though.
Mm-hmm. The chef.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Hey Fred, it's like a bootleg movie on Champion Heartside.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she don't care what I got going on, man. She
Yeah.
just
Yeah, man. Shout out to the chef. Shout out to the chef. She's in the kitchen cooking right now. She just wanted everybody to know in her own way that I'm really the chef. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, he's the front man.
Hey,
Front man.
hey, Kyle, I got a jacket coming.
Huh?
Remember you said you should get a jacket? I got a jacket coming.
You damn skip it. You damn
So that way
skip it.
I can look authentic.
Hey, listen. Now you got and you gotta get the you gotta get the logo. You gotta get the gray beard with the hat.
With the hat, yeah.
Man. Facts.
That's gonna be dope, man. Hey, listen, I'm looking forward to you making your own line of fucking chef coats.
Chef coats.
I'm telling you, nigga, me and Fred be on here with the chef coats on, nigga, with the Champion Heart chef coats, nigga.
Who's that? Kevin?
Yeah, what's up, KB? I've been off that pro-black BS. The same niggas that say they pro-black is the same fools that voted for Joe Biden. You know what? It's funny. You know, I be doing some thinking when I be driving. Let's leave that up for a second. No, the reason why is because I said in about a year and a half, they're going to start calling me coon again. They're going to start calling me a coon again. And I'm very comfortable with that. I don't mind that because I'm an independent thinker. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. History will prove me to be wrong or history will prove me to be right. We got time. And right. I said, we're going to sit back. I said the biggest coons in our community are the Democrats and the gangbangers. These are the biggest coons in our community. Instagram took that post down. They just took it. I put it up about 2 months ago. They said, no, we ain't about to do that. You know, but the biggest coons are the gangsters and the Democrats. They vote blindly every year, not wanting anything. They vote because they believe they're not gonna get no white people in the kitchen. Oh, we got these white people in the kitchen. It ain't gonna be no nutmeg in our yams. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be no what you call it out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I think you're not connected. So I think that I think we got to start voting on tangibles. Tangibles, man. Tangibles. And
see, we think if we get somebody that look like us, that they're going to make a difference. Then all they're going to do is go in there and follow, and just tote the rope, and you know, follow the same BS and not do anything.
Right.
You know, we think because they look like us, they are, and that's not the case.
Yeah, and I be having these conversations. I be having these pragmatic conversations with myself sometimes, man. And I don't know if I'm wrong. You're not connected, Blu-ray. And but shit, we'll see, man. We'll definitely see. And I think I think there's subcultures within our community. And if we develop these subcultures, like maybe your subculture is your allies at the hospital, Kyle. Maybe it's you and your daughters and your truck driver friends, you know. Mine is, you know, I got a great friend in Derek, Nyron, and those are guys, and my accountability team. Like that's my subculture, like in my everyday tangible life. I'm speaking of. And that's where you make your impact. That's when you can create your own United States of America. I didn't know that until I got older. I'm like, we can really literally create our own United States of America. You know, within our sub, like information, give the information, apply it. And next thing you know, boom, you know, we got a beautiful garden. You know, somebody's a lawyer, somebody's a doctor, somebody's a teacher, somebody's an entrepreneur, you know, somebody's a YouTuber, somebody's a nurse, somebody's a work at the bank. You know, it's all cyclical. You know, somebody owns the bank, you know, and then we become the bank, you know. You know, so I know for a fact this Democratic Party is the worst thing from a mindset perspective. I mean, black people are mental midgets in national elections. Mental midgets, blindly Democrat. Oh, we got to get the black person. But the black person is not helping us. Like
Right.
I said Maxine Waters, right? People yelled at me. She's an OG, right? People say, "Oh, she's an OG," but Florence and Normandy looks exactly the same when they pulled Reginald Denny out of the truck. Exactly the same, dog. I drive by there every single day. I have a few properties on Florence, right? I drive by there every single day. Every day. I'm like, damn, this looks just like Reginald Denny. The same gas station, the same liquor store, the you know, Art's hot dog done changed, but it's the same thing. But we vote for him because we think the white people's gonna change the recipe to the macaroni and cheese. 91%, no, Kinder, 91% of black people vote the same in the national election for president. 91%. When Barack Obama, it was 97. 97.
Fred, let me tell you this, Fred.
Damn, we gotta go. This is a great conversation. I gotta go. Shit.
I was trying to tell, like so in like Stockton, right? They got all these new developments, right? Like we got, you know, like building these new like track homes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was telling all the homies, I was like, bro, we all need to get our shit together, right? And we need to just be neighbors. You know what I'm saying? If we could all get on one street, we all be neighbors, nigga. That's the best thing. But everybody like, oh, bro, I ain't got time to do all that, and niggas got so many excuses. I'm like, bro, if we all link up and just buy up a whole street, like everybody just grind, and we all live on the same street, that'd be the safest community for everybody. Like as far as us raising our kids, there is no better neighborhood. We all know each other. We all take care of our kids. You know what I'm saying? That's the best thing we could have done. But I feel like I'll be by myself with that shit. I'm like, bro, we all link up and just live in one area.
Yeah. What's the Blueberry? You want to come on tomorrow? Because we only got like 2 or 3 minutes. I really got to go.
Nah, you good? No, I was just coming in politics with y'all, man. What's up, Chad? What up, Kyle?
What up, Blue? You ain't been live in a minute, man.
Yeah, nah, I've been taking care of some business, getting some stuff straight, man.
You know you got me blocked from Instagram.
Block? How the hell? Boy, I ain't block you.
No, not you. Going live with you got me blocked.
Are you serious?
Man, I might have said, I don't know, I might have said something while I was on live with you, man. I ain't been able to get back on Instagram live since.
Oh man, I don't know what that's about, brother. I can get on. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, man. But now, Fred, I heard you say you got to meet with somebody. Now, I was just tapping in
tomorrow.
with y'all.
Come on tomorrow, please.
Yeah, I should be able to get on tomorrow. I shouldn't be doing nothing.
Yeah, we chilling, we vibing. Yeah, I got my writing coach, so, and she's in another country, so it's morning time. She's 11 hours ahead of me, so the time we have is 9:30. So I got 20 days. I'm literally 20 days away from shooting the greatest film I've ever done. Every film I've done is the greatest film I've ever done. So that's where I'm at now. So I'm literally in character and grind mode. So as soon as I get out of this, I gotta pretend to be somebody, you know. So, so that's where I'm at.
All right, well, I'll tap in with y'all fellas
please
tomorrow.
Tap in tomorrow, please, because I really want
to. Definitely, man.
We got to find a way to we gotta find a way to bring back this conversation because I know you have a unique perspective on this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the average, when
Yeah.
I had this conversation, people don't like me, but it's cool.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm with you on it. So, but yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm out, man.
All right,
Man,
man.
appreciate y'all.
All right, fella.
I
I'll take
appreciate
care,
you.
man. All right.
Damn, Fred, we ain't do that. We ain't do that. Shout out to nothing, Fred. God damn.
We ain't do what?
I thought I heard the song, boy.
No, not yet. I'm waiting on you. Go
Okay. I thought I heard the song and shit.
No, now for the next couple of days, I got to meet with her and we got to iron out this script. That's all.
Nah, we ain't tripping, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
But we going
Fred,
over to
keep
your
your foot on these suckers' necks.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Out
We
the
not workers, nigga. We bosses, man. In the words of the great philosopher DB, Fred Drop. Play that song, Fred!
I gotcha. Thank you guys, man, for coming in here, man. And don't forget, Carissa Shields fights this Saturday. We got to pay for it. She fights this Saturday. I don't even know. Is it Boxer, Boxerr, or Boxrr? I don't know. One of them. Carissa got to do some more videos so people know she's fighting.
You know, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
It's funny. As much as she talks on Insta, as much as she's active on social media, she don't do interviews. You know what I'm talking about? Like, not. I'm not talking about like she do interviews with me, but she don't do interviews like in the boxing community. But she active though. I like when she be. I like her active. You know, I think it's important. You know, but she don't do too many interviews.
That was one of the things I was talking about, though, Fred, about owning and running your own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hope she gets a knockout. I hope she gets a knockout because that'll be great for her. Alicia Baumgartner looked impressive as hell.
Fine as hell too.
Oh, she fine. She fine for sure. She fighting box. She's doing boxing. She's fighting her mandatory. Yeah, we're gonna bring this convo back tomorrow. Why not, man? Why not? It's not gonna be many of us.
Great conversation. Great conversation.
We had close to 400 people in here. That's dope. Close 400. We got.
I'm glad to be a part of it, man.
Yeah, thank you. We had People Hernandez, man. Appreciate
Peoples Hernandez.
KB, we'll definitely bring it back tomorrow. Yeah, fuck boxing. We ain't got nothing going on this week. I ain't buying Keith Thurman fight. Don't buy Keith Thurman fight. It's gonna set boxing back 2 years. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Reconsider. Shout out to Andre 3K. That might have been the greatest song of that year, or them 2 years. But go ahead. UGK.
I had to change my name real quick. Hold on before you cut.
Oh man, I got to take this down though so we can see it. Go ahead. The Yes Man. Who's that?
You know, everybody call me. They say I'm a yes man when it comes to me.
Oh well, no. And Deacon, I'm looking forward to you responding tomorrow, man. I look forward to you beaming in tomorrow. Appreciate you, man. Love all y'all, man. And I said y'all. I can't say love y'all because I can't put everybody in there. So I'm gonna say I love many of y'all. Oh man, and rest in peace to my man Xavier, man. I'm gonna miss that. Man, I'm gonna miss. Hey, it's crazy how phone calls, because I called him more than I saw him because he lives in New York. It's amazing how important phone calls, you get attached to phone calls. You know, I mean, anything I did good, he always would call me. Hey, yo, Famo, congratulate you doing your thing out there, man. Congratulations. And he gone, man. Man is gone, man.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
Life is short as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, man. Me and Leon Muhammad gonna do a video soon. But every time I talk to him, he crying. So we can't do it. So, you know what I mean? I love that man, Xavier, man. Love him. Love y'all too. I love y'all. Love y'all, man. Yeah. I love most of y'all. Yeah, Deacon, I love most of y'all. I can't say all y'all. I'm joking, man. I love y'all, man. I got to get back to work. Love y'all, man. See you tomorrow.